I'm Justin.
I'm James.
I'm Noel.
And we are the Unprofessionals. So Street Fighter's been out for like 2 weeks. Street Fighter 5, about 2 weeks now. And it's missing a lot more of its bells and whistles. that
More than
games,
bells and whistles.
It shoots its ladders.
Apples and oranges.
It's missing a whole bunch of stuff that we didn't even know it didn't have, or that things are kind of programmed in a weird way. Like the tutorial mode in the beginning is super bare bones. I don't know if you guys ever went through it.
No, we
takes
skipped
like
it.
5 minutes or
I
less.
skipped it because I already did it in the beta.
So yeah, but you did it though, right? It's the exact same thing. So it's pretty much walk forward, walk back, jump, block, and learn how to block
baby
and jump
stuff.
and run.
Very, very
like
basic.
super basic.
Yeah.
Like, why is there like no V skill, V trigger? There's like no explanation of the mechanics of the game at all. I thought that was kind of weird. And I was thinking like maybe they could have put that in the story mode part. Like since there are only like 1 or 2 fights,
Yeah.
and then cutscenes, they could have added character specific tutorials in those. I thought that would have been smart. Because like the people that we play with, they're super casual, right? They have no idea what's a V skill, no idea what's a V trigger. Like, what does this V thing do?
Yeah.
And the game
Like, what's this meter
doesn't
do?
teach you it at all.
Yeah.
And like we're the ones explaining,
So-
trying to explain to them what everything does.
Well, in Street Fighter 4, the trials, that actually taught you a little bit of the mechanics, right?
It didn't actually teach you. It's just like, if you want to pass it, you're kind of like forced.
You
to-
kind of forced to
Forced to
learn
do
it.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because I didn't know how to FADC
FADC.
like off the
Yeah.
bat. Like,
Yeah.
It doesn't tell you like how to you can dash, hold focus
I had
attack and
to,
dash.
yeah, it took me a good like 10-15 minutes to actually figure
Figure
it
it
out.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then finally,
enough.
so, yeah. I mean, unless that's their intention for new people to actually dig deeper, but
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
They market this game as they want to go for the more casual people as much as the hardcore.
then they should have taken the opportunity to, explain everything.
Like, fine, stuff is missing, but a lot of stuff should have still been in there, in my opinion. But yeah, going back to story mode, it's super short. It's like 2 fights.
Yeah, some of them are like 3 fights,
And
but like,
even though I like Bengus as the artist, and I like a lot of his artwork, I think he did some of the Street Fighter Third Strike Online artwork. I forget. But his artwork is kind of shitty in this one. It's like he did it like, hey, can you draw this up in 5 minutes? Like, everybody's story mode real quick. And
yeah.
Like, very rough.
Yeah.
Very
Well,
like
not-
concept art,
yeah.
like just like,
And then
like concept art.
Even the in-game cutscenes are pretty crappy too. It's just them in their like neutral pose, and then they're trying to sync up with the audio, and it's so bad.
Like, back to the artwork, it looks very, like, storyboard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just-
it does.
yeah,
It
just-
does.
Unless that's the direction
Just-
they're taking, but
Just kind of washed with color. Yeah,
Yeah, it could be.
I mean, like, you get the progression. Okay, I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. So
Yeah.
you got the progression of storyboarding to like main story. So we're gonna get the main story in June.
But I think it's going to be something totally different as far as the main story.
Yeah, because that seems like it's gonna be like super. It's gonna take itself seriously.
Yeah, it's gonna be
This
polished.
this part does not.
Well, I mean that's how I see it. It's like a prologue, and
yeah,
it's gonna
I
be
mean
like
that's the way it was
storyboard.
supposed to be.
You know, when you're going, doing a movie or an animation or any type of story, you do your storyboards, which kind of looks very rough, and then you go to the full blown out story, which is very refined.
Right, but
Right.
usually you're not playing through the storyboards.
Yeah, and I'm paying
You
like
know what I mean?
freaking $60 for it. So
Mhm.
yeah.
But again, we get it free in, like, what, a few months?
Yeah.
But still.
Yeah. I mean, I can understand your point. So.
Yeah. And then there's not a real like friends list in that game.
Let us
And,
dive into
yeah.
it.
So you go into the CFN, the Capcom Fighters Network. You can add people to your favorites list, right? And then if they're on PC, if they're on PC and you're on PS4, you would never know they were online because you don't have them on your actual friends list either. So you don't know. It just shows what everyone's doing like the last time they logged in, I guess, or logged out right before. And then
Yeah, there's times where I try to invite people or invite you guys, and you guys are not online.
Mm-hmm.
It just shows that
you're in like the survival mode or the main menu or battle lounge, and then you're not even online.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what
Take
the
for
hell?
instance Rodney, or our friend here. He plays on PC. We all play on PS4, and we're trying to invite him, but there's no way of knowing because it just shows him, or it just shows his name, and we can't really
Can't tell if he's online or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd have to like get a hold of him in real life first,
Mm-hmm.
make sure he's on.
It's kind of like what we're doing already. Like they're trying to do something innovative, but we're still taking a step back and like saying,
Oh,
hey,
it's a huge step back.
Yeah.
I think. Like, why is there no friends list or something?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
like if they didn't want to utilize the like the XMB, the PlayStation messaging system,
Mhm.
and they developed like the whole CFN, the Capcom Fighters Network
Mm-hmm.
thing, then yeah, there's a huge things missing, like
Yeah.
just base things.
They could have like, I mean, there are other XMBs within XMBs, like
Mhm.
out there,
Right.
That can that fully function
Mm-hmm.
as their own. Like you can tell when somebody's online.
Even something as simple as Dying Light, like you just pause it and then you can see who's on it. You can join an invite. Yeah,
Exactly.
like you
Yeah.
can see them just.
Yeah, because when you
invite.
invite people to the battle lounge, it shows everybody that's on your favorites list. It should just if it would have just showed everyone that's online, that would have been cool.
Yeah, exactly. So.
And yeah, that doesn't work like that. So another thing, button checks. Like how you wanted to make this for the hardcore, for the esports, for the tournament scene, and your button checks are kind of stupid. So if the button's already set, if you click it again, it'll click off, which I guess I can understand, but I think everyone agrees that the best button checks was like in HD Remix or
Yes.
Third Strike.
Mhm.
Like you just click the button once, you can go through the whole thing like real quick, takes like 2 seconds, and then all your buttons are already set. Now if you do that, the buttons come off,
Mhm.
and then now you gotta like think about it, like, oh, okay, all
Which
right.
button is which?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I just messed something up.
It's
Oh man.
it's a case of over engineering something that didn't really need to be
Yeah.
over engineered. Like it worked before, why didn't they implement it now? They just kind of overcomplicated things, and now the flow of the tournament, like say you're on crunch time, you need to like get people through the tournament. Now you got this obstacle again in your way of button checks, and with the overcomplication of if you canceled out a button,
Yeah.
it's not there, and then you didn't think about it, and then you continue with the match, and then the match starts, and you're like, oh, the button's not there.
Yeah. I like the little live button check thing that you could do though.
Oh yeah, the little
It like
screen
shows
that
you like
shows
the controller,
Mhm.
and the
Yeah.
buttons. What else do we have? And like, I think that might be it, really. Oh, the game needs to be online, like at all times to get any rewards, like your fight money from
Mhm.
doing single player stuff, which is pretty stupid. So like day one, people were like, I don't know, in like the 30th, the final level of like normal survival mode, and then it booted them out,
Mhm.
and then they lost everything that they got, all their
Mhm.
progress.
Yeah, that's the
I
disappointment.
I really hate the online only games, like they always have to be connected. That's like just one of the stupidest things.
Yeah, because if they have like a preset amount, why don't you just make it offline? Like, if
Yeah,
you-
I mean it should have been like
Yeah.
that. The only thing that would require online is like you playing online.
Yeah.
Or if you want to like do like a leaderboard,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
it.
Or like if you access the shop, it should be only like online only, and then when
Obviously,
you
yeah.
actually log in online, it'll see your points, and then it'll put
They'll
it
just
into your account.
they'll like sync it up to the
Yeah.
server or
Exactly,
whatever.
sync it up, and then you can use your.
And it wouldn't boot you
points.
out in the middle of a game.
Oh yeah,
that's super dumb.
yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, there are several
Capcom,
times
please.
right now. Yeah, Capcom, please. There's several, times right now, even though it's been stable for the past few days, where I got booted from the server, and
Mhm.
you take that risk into play. I mean, you're trying to get those colors.
And they're not that easy. Like
the grind is the struggle is
They-
real.
they
yeah,
could've-
it's pretty real.
Could have made it something else,
It
like
is
for it
freaking
to
real.
do these.
I
survivals,
forgot
not colors.
One of the Japanese players, like I think he tweeted like, "Oh, I finally got like my Ken colors or something." Like, dude, that's like a pro player tweeting like, "Oh, finally I got it."
Yeah, it is a struggle.
Like
Yeah.
a sigh of relief.
That's
But-
that's kind of disgusting.
Yeah. And it is just a color too. So, but
yeah,
still.
it is just a color. But like, why didn't they make it like 4? Just play your character and then earn your colors.
You can understand if it's like a new character, you know. Like if
I mean, even then, that was kind of extensive. Like having to like play each time, like get a match, and then only the first player gets the.
Oh,
the
that's
color.
right.
And
that
was
kind of
like,
sucked.
Yeah, that was pretty dumb.
But I thought that way was a lot better than this way.
Well, yeah,
but,
it's still tedious, but not as like it's not like stressful. Like, what if you get up to you're playing on hell to get those final colors, and then you're like, God,
disconnected
damn.
from server. And
Exactly.
Well, hard hell is title only, I think.
Oh, title only.
Hard is your last couple colors. And this, I think this came out after the game came out too, but like how much the characters and the costumes cost. So the characters are 100K fight money, and the premium or the story costumes are 40K fight money. From doing like all the story mode, I had more than enough to probably get a character. I had like 160,000, and then like doing all the normal survivor and like half the or easy survivor and then half the normal. I got like I can get more than like I got like 3.5 characters I can get, so you can earn a hefty penny of fight money. You know?
But I mean, it's not like a grind compared to so the costumes is a grind, but for like characters, you wouldn't say it's like too much of a grind.
No, just by doing the single player stuff, and most of it's like pretty easy. So, like,
and then we could expect that from like the story mode too. Like
I think you'll get a lot, and then they'll add like whatever those.
You can only do
daily
everything
objectives.
once, right? Like
I wasn't sure because I don't remember when I did like Bison's twice because I have both of his costumes. I don't remember if I got points for the second one or not.
Did they say that you can buy the colors with fight money?
No, it hasn't been said. I would imagine they would, which would be cool with me.
Yeah, because like there's certain colors that I just really could not care for.
Yeah.
Like pink. Pink is not my color.
All right.
I mean, some people like pink.
Yeah, I like the pink T-Hawk and pink Geef.
Oh, okay, never mind. I stand corrected here. I stand corrected.
Dan.
Yeah, Dan. Just
Dan, default Dan.
Yeah, okay, never mind. I do like pink then.
All right.
I like the pink. So, hopefully in the future they would add, like in the shop, that you can buy specific colors or maybe even exclusive colors with the fight money.
I know they had exclusive colors for like the Japanese collector's edition. They were really cool looking too.
But let's hope for that in the future.
They have the premium costumes, like when you when you have to buy for
real money.
Yeah, microtransactions.
With so you have to buy the Zenny with real money, and 100 Zenny is $1.
But it's all included with the season pass, though.
Right. All the, I don't know if
which is what I'm gonna do because I'm lazy now. So.
Is that? I was wondering if that is including premium costumes for everybody, or is it just the premium costumes for the new characters?
From what I heard, it was just I think the
new
new
ones,
characters for sure. So it's questionable for everybody else.
I mean, I'm gonna buy it anyway. Like, Capcom, you have my money. Capcom, please.
Just don't make this hard.
Just fix what needs to be addressed.
Yeah, because they have made like a very good game. Like, I think it's the overall package might not be there, but just the raw meat of this game, the fighting your friends, the mechanics are really good, and it's super fun.
I mean, it's there. Like how we discussed in our previous video. This was basically for the tournaments.
Yeah.
And this is all stuff that we, just like very minor things that need to be done.
Some minor, I would think. Some are a little major.
I mean, granted, like
the battle lounge, well, first of all.
It's been 8 years since like the first Street Fighter. That's a lot of time compared to where we were. Yeah, compared to where we were at then and now. 4 was like the only game I played. Like I didn't have many PlayStation games and I wasn't into other games, so I just played 4 like all day, every day practicing. Given this game, I don't have as much time, but I do still find the fun in it. Like whatever, like I know how to like kind of train myself better now. So I'm not
get more
out of
your time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
the training
mode is godlike. It's like one of the best training modes ever.
It's up there. I mean, you got to really discover, and there are tutorials on YouTube and whatnot to train yourself better. Like if you are more of an advanced or intermediate to advanced player, the tools are there. You just got to know, or just kind of just put a little effort into actually using the tools instead of just beating up on a dummy.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, like, for anyone that's not a new fighting game player, like, everything that you need is there. But if you're brand new, it's a little rough of a learning curve because there's so many stuff that's missing.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean...
But you got to learn the basics, though.
Yeah.
You still got to learn the basics.
Walk forward and walk back.
Yeah, that tutorial.
The tutorial, that's the super basics.
Yep. You skip. Trophy.
But, yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm enjoying this. So, I feel... As far as just the overall balance, no one is entirely behind. In like you said, the tier list, it's very compact in a way. Like of course there's some matchups where you have to work a little harder.
Seems pretty good so far.
Yeah, and there's like no true X comeback factor. It's all based on a read.
Mm-hmm.
It's just get that good read.
A read, a mix up, and you're in. You up in that.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we've had some close ones. Like, there were some times where it was just one-sided just because we didn't know the matchup.
And we're still learning the game,
and we're still
too.
all just learning.
Like, we're not pro players. we don't have all the time to play anymore. So So we do what we can. So, I mean, how do you feel about Street Fighter missing all this stuff?
Crucial elements, UIs,
like, originally, like, we didn't know even... that the game was that bare bones, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stuff that they hadn't even told us wasn't in there.
Yeah. What opportunities do you think that they should have capitalized on to make, as far as just like the user experience better, not just the fighting game? I mean, not necessarily the fighting, but just online lobbies, even just starting off with 1v1 lobbies, and
that is totally that freaking miffs me right now.
Yeah, because we've gotten so many people kind of like into the game, and we want to group up, but we can't.
Yeah, I mean, I've been trying to like build a little community for our friends and stuff, so we all can get better together. But
because like I mean, if we're only playing against each other, and we leave them out of like the online aspect of it, they'll be less inclined to come back, or less inclined to practice and whatnot. So they'll be demotivated, sort of.
Well, they just need to speed it up, if anything. I mean, like,
because that we know is coming. It's coming soon because it's almost March. So.
I mean, you would think that they'd just at least have like a 4-player lobby. Why one?
Yeah, why just one?
You had a structure in USF4. You had a good structure in the lobbies.
Right.
And there's so many games that came out within that time. Mortal Kombat, Guilty Gear had probably one of the better lobbies out there.
Yeah.
Everything, every other fighting game that came out, they always had more than one player. I mean, why did they have to have just a 1-player lobby? That freaking blows my freaking mind.
They shouldn't even put the lobby in there. My brains are like
splattering.
They should have just put it like player match.
Or invite only.
Yeah, we don't have lobbies yet, sorry. Yeah. It's just player match.
Yeah, you can call it a lounge when it's like just two people.
It's just 2 people, that's not lounge.
Yeah.
Lounge.
I mean, how many years did they have to develop this, including an old structure that they had?
So weird.
Yeah. Well, anyways.
Yeah, so that's Street Fighter V in a nutshell. We do enjoy it, but it does have its problems. But the meat is very good. It's very well cooked.
Medium rare?
Yeah. I could take medium rare.
I take
I would
mine
have said
medium rare.
But
you say
medium rare, medium.
I like the blood.
It's a good.
I like the juices.
I'm definitely down with some blood.
Okay.
I like that. So, if you like the video, like, subscribe. I'm Justin.
I'm James.
Noel.
And we're the Unprofessionals. Peace out.
Fuck right. Garbage.
Crush counter. Crush counter.